teshuvah. So yesterday we were saying how a person has to accept the entire Torah. And a guy who says, I pick and choose the mitzvot, he's like a rebel. It's like he tells the king to his face, listen, I'm only going to do this, I'm only going to do that. I'm the boss or you're the boss? I don't understand. So why are you telling me what you're going to do, what you're not going to do? You have to do everything. Listen, if you overslept and you fell and the desires guide you 1 time, 2 times, I understand, you're not perfect. But to tell me straight up in the face, no, I'm not going to do this? Nah, big offense. And this it says in the Torah, Arur asher lo yakib divrei Torah azot la'asot otam. In Parshat Kitavo, cursed is the man who will not uphold the words of the Torah to perform them. There's a curse on a person who does not accept upon himself to do all the words of the Torah from the beginning to the end. Asher lo yikabel nafsho lekayem. ויורה על זה שאמרו אשר לא יקים לעשות ולא אמר אשר לא יעשה אותם. It doesn't say in the curse those who will not perform them. It says those who will not uphold the words to perform them. Meaning, it doesn't mean that he failed to do them. It means he doesn't uphold, he doesn't agree to go do them. If you don't agree to do them, so then it's a curse. Has shalom. So we were talking about how a person does a sin many times. He feels like, oh, I did it yesterday. Nothing's going to happen to me. I broke Shabbat yesterday. I broke Shabbat the week before. Nothing happened to me. I'm okay. I'm alive. I make money. I have friends. I have life. Weiter, we continue. The Gemara says that he feels like it's as if it's mutar. He feels like nothing's going to happen. It's allowed. He feels like it's allowed. So says the Ben Yonah. He says, Ki hashoneh be'avera achad 10 pa'amim. Once, that was a couple times. Once a person repeats one transgression 10 times, even if he avoids other sins in the Torah, he's considered as if he committed many separate transgressions. And he's going to be punished for every single time of them. Meaning, people who generally are observant of the Torah's laws, and he has one particular area of weakness, it's natural to say for him to say, but I only do one sin. I do a lot of mitzvot. The people think that this outweighs, Yeah, okay, so listen, I drink water. I put a little bit of sugar there, but mostly it's water. That's the big deal, a little bit of sugar, so nothing will happen, right? Yeah, I do a lot of mitzvot. I do a little bit of sin, so I get batel b'shishim. It's nullified in 60, right? But the Rishonim say it's not true like that. Hashem will give you reward for your mitzvot, and Hashem will give you punishment for the averot. This doesn't cancel this. The guy thinks that I ate bad food, so I'll take a couple vitamins and that's it. No, your body's gonna react to both of them. It's gonna get damaged at the end of the day. So therefore, he says you have to be careful. Our sages say in Makot 21a, Ki miomru lenazir al tishteh v'hu shoteh, al tishteh v'hu shoteh, lokeh barchona kol achad ve'achad. Nazir, right? Nazir is not allowed to drink wine. And Nazir grabs the cup of wine, and he says, that's it, I'm drinking. Al tishteh, they tell him, no, don't drink, asur for you. It's asur for the Torah for you to drink. He says, listen to me. I already was so long already without wine. Yeah, I need it. So I'm going to drink it. He goes and he drinks. Then they said, don't drink anymore. That's it, stop. No, I'm going to drink more. And he goes and he drinks more. So it comes out that multiple times he drank. And each time in between each drinking, they told him don't drink. So it comes out that he gets a sin for each time. You see? It's not like, he has one sin called, he gets one sin called that he drank when he's not supposed to. Since they warned him each time, so he's not supposed to. He gets separate punishment malkut each and every of the drinks that he took. He's thus the subject to the same judgment as someone who eats meat of terefa animal. Then he eats the meat of a non-kosher animal, and then he eats the forbidden fat, and he eats blood. So each of these, obviously, you get a sin for each time. So a person has to know that when you get 4 different sins for just doing it every single time, because you see that Hashem sees you're repeating the same sin, you're going to get smacked for every single one. We see that in our generation, many great sins. We see there's many people who take upon themselves to guard against certain sins. But their entire lives, they don't they don't guard themselves from certain sins. They keep a few mitzvot, but a few mitzvot they don't accept. Aval hem etzlam ke'eter. And they think it's permissible. I tell the guy, you have to do this and this mitzvah. Really? He says, yeah, of course. I don't see nobody do it. I don't see anybody, but everybody does this. I said, it doesn't matter. You're obligated to do this mitzvah. Since he sees so many people doing it, and he himself does it so many times, he thinks it's like mutar. He thinks that it's really a sin. I don't see people doing it. I tell the guy, you're supposed to learn in the evening also. I don't see people learning in the evening. I thought it's nice to learn in the evening, but you don't have to. No, it's obligation. They're going to ask you in Shammai after 120, why don't you learn in the evening? So people think that you can pick and choose which mitzvot. And he says, and even if they would keep the entire Torah, but they wouldn't keep one mitzvah, he says it's considered a terrible sickness of their soul. He says it's a very serious sin. It's very serious sickness, especially with the most severe prohibition of the Torah. For example, person is not careful swearing in vain. Person is not careful cursing his friend with the name of Hashem. Or a person is careful with bracha levatala, saying Hashem's name with no reason. Or a person is not careful with ignoring the poor person. Or a person is not careful lashon hara, sinat hinam, being haughty, having ga'ava, kaloni, intimidating people, astakil ba'arod, looking at inappropriate things, neglecting Torah study. All these things, I see religious people who keep the mitzvot. They want to go and they're buying techela for the tzitzit, and they're buying the best tefillin, and they're making sure to send the kids to the best yeshiva, and they want to pray at the best time possible. But these obvious mitzvot they're obligated to do, these sins they have to avoid, they don't avoid. They say, but everybody does it. But who said we have to do this? Why? This I don't accept. So says Ben Yonah, this is a very, very sad sickness that they have. You have to know, you have to keep the entire Torah.
The best thing is, nobody sees it. He forgot who sees it.
Listen to this. He says it's proper for all the Baalei Teshuvah to write in a journal. A list of the prohibited things they fell on and the obligations they fell short in fulfilling. And to review this journal every day. He says, a lot of people are on autopilot. They're just going, okay, I did the mitzvah, I grab. I did this mitzvah, I grab. It's they used to have these challenges, right? They say for 10 minutes, you can grab whatever you want in the store. Whatever you get is free. After that, that's it. So the guy goes, he's running, throwing this, throwing that, throwing this. He doesn't know what he's getting. If he would have went 3 more aisles, he would have saw the good stuff over there. But he didn't have patience to go look. He just
grab anything.
Yeah. Some people, they're like this with mitzvot. Whatever comes their way, grab. What did you think? What's important? Did you think? What are you doing here? Maybe you should have patience. Go to the next aisle, see what you really need to work on. Nah, whatever comes my way, I do. And other things that I don't know about, other things that I'm not interested in, whatever it is. It is what it is. No, says the Ben Yonah, you got to make a cheshbon. You got to write down in a journal, I did not go and do this mitzvah of learning in the evening. I missed it out today. Right? We messed up. And then yesterday, I said bad goi. This is not good. I write it down. The other day, I intimidated this guy. The guy came to the store. He asked me 2-3 questions. I got upset. I tell him, you're going to buy? You're going to no. Get out of here. I was mean to him. So I write it down. I was mean to him. And I spoke bad to my wife. The other day, I saw this girl passing by. I looked like this behind and check her out. No, I have to write it down. I did the wrong thing. I wasn't allowed to do that. All these things, he has to go and write it down. Because what happens, if you don't write it, and you don't remember it, you just continue, and you think like, it's okay, it is what it is. And then, Chaz Shalom, the next time you do it again, and the next time you do it again, when you write it down and you read it every day, you're going to say, hey, I got to pay attention to this. Imagine the employee, right? Or the accountant. Let's say you hire somebody to give you analytics for your business. So listen, every month, the earrings don't sell. Every month, the rings, they're selling very good. We got to make adjustments, Every month, already 3 months, I see the same earrings going down, rings are going more. Let's go and invest this month different. Let's invest more rings, less earrings. Why should we have so much earrings and the same amount of rings? We should have more rings and less earrings. So you're right. Let me make adjustment. You're right. I'm going to go and order different. Same thing. Imagine every month. I don't care. I don't see. I don't check. I don't know what sells. I don't know what doesn't sell. I order. You're going to be stuck with stuff. You're going to lose money. So why with neshama is going to be different? Neshama, you just say, okay, go. Don't check. Don't think. Don't write. What do you mean? You're going to be losing on the spirituality. So you got to write down, we need to fix this, we need to fix that. Make analytics. Review it every day. Hopefully you get better and better.